Bones here. I want to give a quick rundown of my go bag and what's currently in it. And because I do use it, it sits in the trunk of the car right now. I take it to the range with me. It is functional, although it is not complete, and it's kind of set up for the summer. So mainly, you got your 5 things you want in there. I talked about that in the last video. Your water, your food, your first aid, your trauma, and your survival. And I have all those covered to a degree that would allow me to sustain for, a day or two. And, would I be comfortable? Probably not, but you're not trying to be comfortable, you're trying to stay alive. So, the reason why I chose this bag, it's the Rush 12 by 511, and there's a couple reasons I ended up choosing this bag. One, I love the size. It's not too big. I can throw it in the corner of the car, and it's not in the way. It's unobtrusive. Once the bag becomes, a nuisance, people you're not gonna want to carry it. You're not gonna want to throw it in your car. It defeats the purpose of having a go bag. So, I just augmented the space that I was losing by not buying a bigger bag with a couple pouches, and I did it that way because I want my stuff compartmentalized a little bit more than just a front pouch and then a main pouch. So I added a couple pouches. The one on the front here, this pouch here, is actually the 6x10 by 511. And it's actually a pretty cool little pouch. It's pretty sturdy, and it doesn't have the typical MOLLE straps that weave through. They're actually like straps that just pull up and slide in. So it's very easy to use. And then over here on the side, I actually have a Condor trauma pouch, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. It's actually pretty cool, and with a little American flag patch on it and all that stuff. But anyways, some of the reasons why I went with the 511 bag is all the MOLLE stuff is spaced properly. The water bladder, dedicated water bladder pocket, and it comes out, it comes out both sides. And I tend to run my stuff left-handed, so that's awesome. Love choices. And then this back plate here, there's actually kind of a solid, it's not metal or anything, but it's kind of a solid little back plate here that kind of just keeps you from getting poked and distributes the weight and all that. And then these straps, you notice they're not coming off directly off the back here, and they have this rounded portion. They call it their yoke system. It makes it very comfortable. And since we're here, this pocket is actually fleece lined. It's a little pocket for your glasses or whatever, phone, whatever you don't want to get scratched up. It's kind of cool. It's a very well thought out bag. Let's go with some of the other these little pieces of gear that I have put on the outside. This is just stuff I want to have easy access to. This is some paracord bracelet I just wove through and closed. It's always good to have rope handy, and you get quite a bit of paracord in a really small bundle there. And then I always keep some type of utility like pocket knife. So just something, I like stuff that'll fit through the MOLLE webbing. So something real simple, something that I could grab easily, something that I could use easily. Over here, when I bought the flashlight, I looked for something that had a case that I could actually attach to the MOLLE webbing. So this is G5 from 4.7s. 4.7s is awesome. It's like the next best thing to a Surefire. If you don't have the money for a Surefire, you can't go wrong with the 4.7s. They're all high quality. They're all good products. Then something else you want to carry on the outside is is your Leatherman. You want to be able to get to it. And I go with Leatherman over every other multi-tool because they've never failed me. Leatherman's American made, great company. And I dig the fact that they have a MOLLE compatible pouch. It's dedicated MOLLE. So this is actually, let's see if it's going to be a pain. Again, it was the last time. Here we go. This is the Leatherman Wave. It's kind of a medium size, but it's sturdy. I got it in black because I like the tactical stuff. But one thing about the Leatherman Wave is it's bit compatible. So it's got drivers that you can switch out, these here. And it actually comes with a set of 2. Here's the other one. That's options. It's a mini toolkit that you're hauling around. So you can't beat that. That's it's pretty awesome. You need a multi-tool. I don't care if it's a Gerber, I don't care if it's SOG, I don't care what company you go with. Just make sure that you have a multi-tool. If it doesn't have a MOLLE capable sheath, zip tie it on there, whatever. Do what you got to do. Another pocket here. I just have like zip ties and stuff in there. What's in some of these pouches? Well, this 6x10 pouch that I added to the front, it's my survival kit and everything. You could fit a lot of stuff, and I got this in separate bags, so once I start pulling stuff out, it's actually easy for me to get to whatever I need to get to. So that worked out real well. This Condor trauma thing, it's a little bit too bulky to run on a vest or something, but for the side of a bag or the back of a bag or something, it's great. And one of those reasons is once you unhook that strap there, it allows you to rip it off. The actual MOLLE part that's attached with the MOLLE is a Velcro backing, and it's pretty strong. You saw I had to freaking really like put a foot onto it. And then this kit, let's see if I can get it open here real quick. This is, you know, what's gonna hold all my trauma gear. Yelled at for not having the cameraman again. It opens up and flips out, and there you go. It's holds quite a bit of stuff. I'm gonna do a whole separate video on that. That pretty much has got me prepared for most major emergencies there. And as far as my first aid, that's buried in there. But first aid shouldn't be life-threatening. So you'll have time to dig it out. And so back to the bag. This front pocket here. I don't put a lot of stuff into it. That's basically where I just keep some Cliff Bars and stuff. There's none in there now. I ate them last time I went to the range. I got a snake bite kit. That's about it. But it gives me the option to go ahead and throw whatever I want to. And when it gets cold, when the winter hits, I'll probably add more stuff. I already showed you this. So let's go to the main compartment and why I dig that. One, it'll fold and lay out. And it's got the mesh. It's got the mesh here, which allows you to throw whatever in there and be able to identify, you know, your crap, which is great. First aid, like I said, it's kind of buried in there. I'm going to open up that in a minute. Some of the stuff I take with me just because I go out and shoot in the desert a lot, so I take toilet paper. But if I get stuck out there, I got to try to hike out or something, I always keep a couple pairs of clean socks, because if your feet get sweaty, those are great. You know, a clean shirt to change into, and then a pair of gloves and glove liners. That combination seems to work really well in mechanics, and just these little tiny liners work really well in the cold. To, you know, 35 degrees or something. So, you know, if you're in another part of the country where it gets super cold, I still say, you know, those glove liners work great, and it's better to have something than nothing. And then, you know, when winter comes, I'll probably throw some thermals in there or something that'll allow me to layer. I'll probably already have a jacket because it's winter. This pouch right here will actually hold a laptop and cinch closed and all that stuff. That brings me to the first aid kit I'm running currently. It's still a work in progress. All this is always a work in progress. So you're always evolving. There's always new stuff coming out. But as you can see, I got a decent amount of crap in there. And to handle the average stuff. You know, like I said, it's always a work in progress. They're always coming out with new stuff, new innovative stuff. But that's what I'm running right now. That's what I always have on me. You know, the survival kit will allow me to last a day or two. I usually have some Cliff Bars, and I'll buy some more before I head out. And the trauma, that's going to allow me to, you know, if I have to use that, it's a bad day. But, you know, I've got that thing packed solid. So, if you have any questions, feel free. I'm out.